Hello, unlimited friends. It's day one. Oh my God, I'm so excited, and I hope that you are too. This is going to be a wonderful journey of self discovery, of discovering how things work, and most of all, you're going to learn how easy it is. Law of attraction is easy once you get how it works. Once you start understanding that attachment to the outcome is what keeps things away. So when we have a desire and we keep thinking about it every day, all the time, that actually pushes it away. It doesn't bring it forward, it pushes it away. And so prepave that the only outcome you're looking for at the end of these 40 days is to find happiness. Because I'll tell you what, when you ask for happiness and you don't attach any specific outcomes to it, you don't say, okay, I'm going to wait until this happens and then I'll allow myself to be happy, then guess what? The universe is going to give you all the things that take you to your goal of being happy. So start the workout. Don't make it into a chore. It is not a chore. This is supposed to make you feel good. So even if you do this much of it, congratulate yourself for doing it. I know that for some of us, it takes a while for these things to become easy, to become a part of the way we run our day every day. So be easy on yourself. If it feels like it's going to take too much time, then don't. It's all about your self-talk. If you tell yourself that doing this workout is not going to take me very long, it's going to only take me maybe 10-15 minutes and I can get all of it done, then you will. If you tell yourself this is going to work, then it will. You see, just a subtle change in the way we talk to ourselves in here is what makes a difference to our outcome. So be conscious of where your thoughts are going. Remove that autopilot and take manual control. Pay attention to where you're going in your thoughts. Before you want to say something to someone else, stop and ask yourself, am I looking at this from the perspective of source? Am I looking at things from the perspective of my inner being? And then shift and change what you're going to say in order to change the vibration that you're going to send out. Because the vibration that you send out not only has an impact on the person who is with you, the biggest impact it has is on you, because you will feel good. I'll tell you a little story. And I picked up a friend's daughter from the airport, and she was going to be in town for a couple of days. I picked her up, and then as we were in the car coming home, I was talking to her about the family and getting an update on what was going on with this person and this person and this person. And I asked her about her grandmother, and she said, Grandma's not doing too well. She keeps forgetting things, and, we're really worried about her. And then she said something that caught my attention. She said, Grandma's hand shakes. What that did for me was it took me way back a couple of years when my mother had that same symptom. Her hand shook. And I knew that led, in my mother's case, it led to dementia and early onset of Alzheimer's. So the thought came to me, I should say to Amber, maybe you should have your grandmother checked out, because maybe she has symptoms of dementia. And then I stopped myself. And I said, no, I'm not going to say that to her, because once I mention the word dementia and Alzheimer's, and I tell her my mother's story, I am going to plant a seed in her that's going to grow. And that is not a positive seed, it's a negative seed. It's a seed that says something's going wrong. And then she's going to tell her mother, and her mother's going to tell her grandmother. It's just going to spread. And that's the concept of thought viruses that I talk about. So I stopped myself and instead I said, you know what? Grandma has a lot of help. There's so many people who love her and look after her. And then after all, she is growing old. You know what? She's still living on her own. She has a dog. She's managing quite well, don't you think? And don't worry about her. She's going to be just fine. Now, those words were more soothing. They were more positive. That doing that, making her feel better instead of making her feel worse by pointing her attention on a problem, that made me feel good. It made me give myself a pat on the back and say, well done. You made someone's day better. So think about it from that point of view. When I say take back manual control, and when all the teachers of law of attraction who try and teach you how it works tell you to be positive, they miss out that little nugget that explains what that is. What is it like to be positive? What do you have to do in order to be positive? And that is the difference I bring to you in this 40-day workout with Unlimited. This stuff is powerful. It is going to change your life. Just open yourself up to it. Tell yourself, I am open to allowing new ways of thinking and doing. I am open to allowing the future to be better than the past. Read the explanation for the affirmation that I've posted in the book on a daily basis. And you'll find that that is going to help you to shift your beliefs one tiny step at a time. And that's what we need. We need to take tiny steps, not big jumps. Because sometimes when you don't know where you are on the emotional scale and you try and make that big jump, you can fall right in the middle. But if you take tiny steps towards where you're going to get there. And that is a much better way to go, because at every step, you become stable before you go to the next step and the next step and the next step. So I am looking forward to these 40 days with you. It's going to be so much fun. You're going to hear from me on a daily basis. We're going to have lots of fun together. Love you lots and see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.